we wondered what BCCI would do in this 40 days break between the World Cup, and then we move on to the Sri Lankan series, and then followed by the home test series versus Bangladesh. And here comes a new thing. Duleep Trophy is back, ladies and gentlemen, which happens every single year. But this time, four teams, so many experienced international players are in this scheme of things as well. I have Deepu with me. Deepu will start proceedings with discussing about the squad analysis of Team A, led by Shubman Gill. So, first of all, let us speak about what the initiatives has been taken by Shah and the BCCI. 5th September, it's starting from. How do you look into this initiative?
I think it's a great initiative and something which the Indian cricket was asking for a long period of time. Even in the previous regime, there were talks of, why the capped Indian players are not playing in the domestic cricket. Where there are many players coming up, but still, if you look at Australia and England, all these guys, play county cricket and Chippy Shield back home with Steve Smith, Manas Labuschagne. There were, I think about around 1 week or so, Labuschagne after winning the World Cup, he was playing for his county for Queensland after a week. So that's the passion for the game they have, and something which we know that we are the busiest team in the world. We play cricket non-stop around whole year, barring the IPL where the national duties are off. So I think it's a great thing, and maybe it's the impact of the head coach now that he is at the helm, and he must have made this call that let the national players play in the domestic circuit, because we will get spinning wickets against Bangladesh and New Zealand. And what we saw in Colombo recently was a very scary sight to watch, even though it was in colored clothing, but still I think it's a combined initiative of Gigi, Rohit, and Jaisha to actually allow the players to play in the domestic cricket, and just raise the level of the game.
Absolutely, it could be the right thing, and I think Gautam Gambhir has taken a lot of initiative. Expect, because we haven't seen something like before, and he wants more experience, most players to play domestic cricket, and that's the reason why. Starting with Team A and its captain, here it is. Shubman Gill is going to lead Team A, and he has so many players in the scheme of things. We were discussing about KL Rahul being there, yet Shubman Gill getting the leadership. We have seen this very recently as well. A lot of times he has been the vice captain of Team India as well. So is he a real contender to be the leadership for the senior role as well?
Yeah, see, since he was appointed as the vice captain over Hardik Pandya and KL Rahul in T20s and ODIs respectively, and I think he's also elevated to the same role in the tests as well, if I'm not wrong. So, there is something that Gambhir is thinking, surely, with KL Rahul having an history of injuries. Hardik Pandya plays two formats, and he also has his own injury concerns. So, I think he was the only option left to, give the vice captaincy. If the lot is to be concerned, he has played a one-day World Cup, which proves his experience as well. Even though I would have loved Shreyas Iyer, but his spot himself is not confirmed in the side as of now. I think so. Shubman being the opener, I think he was the right choice made by the management.
So he has been the right choice made by the management. A red ball format, he's opening alongside, probably it's going to be Mayank Agarwal. What an opportunity for somebody like Shubman Gill to cement his position in the Indian national team as an opener as well. He's still in the scheme of things, but there has been Yashasvi Jaiswal. He bats at number three. So what's your take? Does he continue to bat at number three in the Duleep Trophy, or shall he promote himself above the order?
I feel he should play at number three, because the openers are locked as of now until Rohit Sharma decides to one day hang up his boots, because with the age being concerned. So in hindsight, he'll be definitely Shuman will be opening with Jaiswal. Some that day is not far, to be honest. So I feel as of now he should focus at three, because he himself demanded for that spot. And since Kohli has been playing at four in the Test cricket for so many years, so I just feel that play at a natural position, which will give you an experience of playing against the national international sides. Come against Bangladesh, New Zealand, and then eventually the toughest of them all, BGT.
Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. There's the BGT coming up as well. But let's take a look in the squad for Team A and what does it look. Starting with this one, the first four players, the top order batsmen, we spoke about Shubman Gill. Mayank Agarwal is there. You have Shashwat as well, and you have Tilak Verma. So you see there are names behind that. Mayank Agarwal, after a long time seeing him in the scheme of things, he has an opportunity as well to get have a wonderful Duleep Trophy alongside Shubman Gill. You are seeing Shubman at number three. Tilak Verma, we have seen him play a wonderful seasons for Mumbai as well, but he has also an experience of batting at number three.
Yeah, looks a great quality. And with Mayank Agarwal, he was a former opener for us as well in England. Eventually got replaced by KL Rahul. Mayank got injured in that England tour, so he has been out of favor. But still, I feel there can be a room for him. Once a few players retire or there is a change in the squad, so maybe there is still some life left for him to actually make a comeback. Uh, Shashwat, this will be the first time I'll be watching him, so can't really comment on him as of now. Tilak, we have seen in the limited opportunities that he played for India in the ODI format and in the T20s. He's a great caliber and most importantly can bowl off spin as well. In the test matches, we need off spinners as well
Absolutely.
because one day we'll definitely have to look beyond Ravi Ashwin as well. He's also on the back end of his career, so we need off spinners as well for home conditions. So, and he's a guy who bats at 4, 5, and these are the all rounders that we need who can bowl. So yeah, Tilak, I feel it's an ideal position and ideal opportunity to prove himself in the longest
Absolutely.
format.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because Deepu, we have done a video on this before as well. Who will be the successor of Ravichandran Ashwin? I had suggestions of Washington Sundar being the prime out of these. But these players, if they prove themselves with bat and ball in the red ball format, might just be an extra bonus for Team India. Moving to the next set of fours, the wicketkeeper batsmen are coming into picture. KL Rahul, and as we said about this one, if players who are picked in the home series against Bangladesh, they will not be part of this one. So KL Rahul, Kumar Kushagra, Dhruv Jurel. I'll come to the three wicket keepers first. Between KL Rahul and Dhruv Jurel, there has to be somebody who will go alongside Rishabh Pant as the wicket keeper batsman. Whom do you see there?
Uh, Looking at the credentials KL has had, I feel, looking at his injury concerns, I don't see KL Rahul being there in the squad because what we saw earlier this year, that he played in the Hyderabad test and then eventually, there were reports coming that he'll be coming back in the third test, the fourth test, and he didn't came back eventually. He
He did
started
not
off
come back. Yeah.
again in the IPL. So looking at his injuries and also the fact that they won't, risk him of keeping in the test format, which is very, which takes a toll on the body as well. So I feel KL Rahul won't be there. And Dhruv Gerald did well enough to actually cement his place. We all remember Ranchi, what he did along with Kuldeep Yadav. So I feel
Yeah.
it's better that we look beyond KL Rahul now and focus on Dhruv Gerald. He's an upcoming talent. Kumar Kushagra, no discredit to him. It was the management's fault at the IPL totally, to, not utilizing him and giving him that large chunk of money. So I feel
Yeah.
Kushagra again, if he gets a chance, he should also try to cement because the keeper slot at the moment for the second keeper slot is still a lottery with Rishabh still being there. So yeah, so I feel the keeper lot
So
can
do you
be.
still say that Rishabh should be the prime wicket keeper for the test squad as well?
Yeah, definitely, because we need left-handers in the middle. Something which we missed very badly last year with KS Bharat. He was someone who was coming below Ravichandran Ashwin as well
Yeah.
last year, so that was more of an embarrassing kind of a thing. And with Rishabh back, I feel that counter-attacking punch that we need for WTC and for most importantly the Australia series. We know Australia
Yeah.
fear from him. So I feel for Rishabh for me any day in an overseas test or whether it's in India, he'll be my primary wicket keeper.
Okay, so Rishabh Pant alongside Dhruv Jurel probably for you. Then you have Kumar Kushagra, could be an opportunity if he gets game time, because if you have KL Rahul in the picture, you may not get game time. But Riyan Parag has started off his international career in the white ball really well. It's time to prove himself in the Duleep Trophy to knock the door in the test squad as well. Riyan Parag for you as an all rounder.
Yeah, again a budding cricketer and has been playing, has been in the eye line for a long period of time for Rajasthan Royals, and whatever he has done for Assam back home. So yes, he has started off well in his white ball career, getting wickets, and eventually I think it was the T20 against Sri Lanka where you bowled I think 3 wickets for no runs if I am not wrong with
Yeah.
the stats. So I think he has started off well. Hopefully, he keeps his tempo in the longest format because these young cricketers right now, don't have that patience enough to, block the ball. So hopefully, he keeps his mojo and also, maintains his balance and doesn't, overdo things. So that's the only advice I would like to give him.
Okay, that's the only advice we would like to give. So these are the wicketkeeper batsmen, along with the all-rounders of Riyan Parag. Moving on to the other all-rounder, Shivam Dube, you heard out here. Yet another all-rounder. Then you have the others as well. But Shivam Dube, very experienced, I must tell you. But can he prove himself in the longest format of the game?
Something is a little edgy, to be honest. Looking at the fact that the batting is still a really big concern against against the seamers, and most importantly on the offside. So how he's going to leave the ball if the conditions are quite cloudy in Bangalore. So how he'll fare up against the Pacers. That's the only concern I have. The main reason being that he can bowl seam ups and with the keeper up. That's the prime reason I'm
So
looking
are
that
you
he's in the
expecting him to have that little bit of reverse swing with the old ball as well?
maybe if the conditions allow, because right now the conditions are so good in terms of batting in Test cricket as well, and we know Bangalore is a batting paradise. So maybe there can be a slight possibility, but yeah, the only reason I find him in the squad is that he can bowl, which Indian team
Oh,
needs really badly after Hardik
absolutely.
Pandya. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only reason I find him.
Okay, so Tanush Kotian is the other one. Kuldeep Yadav is out here alongside Khalil Ahmed, two back-to-back Delhi boys alongside each other. Kuldeep Yadav, yet another dangerous one. Do you expect him to be your third spinner for the Bangladesh series, or do you expect Akshar Patel to be there?
Uh, that is something, a very debatable question, to be honest, because what Kuldeep Yadav did earlier this year, he also chipped in with the bat. And we need a wrist spinner, given the venues. I think we are playing at Kanpur, if I'm
Chennai.
not wrong. So
Chennai is
yeah,
the first test, and
Chennai.
Kanpur is the second. Yeah,
Yeah, so Chennai, automatically we know what Chepauk is going to offer. So maybe, Rohit might be tempted to go in with 4 spinners. And also the
absolutely. I was
fact that
about to
all
bring it
four
to
can
you.
bat. All four can bat. Jadeja, we know what he can do. Ashwin, we have seen him. Akshar Patel, again, is a vital cog now. After Jadeja, maybe above Jadeja now. With Jadeja, in the back end of his career and Akshar in his
Yeah.
prime. And Kuldeep, what he did earlier in this year with the bat, especially, he was expected to do with the ball. He did it with the bat too. So yes, maybe starting in the first 11 itself, and keeping Akshar Patel out, even though that's a surprising call. I would find, but still he is in the fray.
So I also would want to go with 4 spinners and a Jasprit Bumrah for the first test. That makes Kuldeep Yadav move out from the squad after the first game. Khalid Ahmed, your left arm seamer only, and then you have so many talented, I must tell you, right arm seamer. Akashdeep, who has been brilliant for Bengal in the red ball format, has played for India now. Prasidh Krishna was not an impressive outing at South Africa. Avesh Khan with Kavirappa as well. So you have the numbers, you have the players as well. Pick your 3 seamers out of these 5.
See again, Prasid will start off. He has played in South Africa. He knows I mean, he has that experience of playing for India, so he is definitely being there. Akashdeep, what he did to Zach Crawley was eye catching. Unfortunately, it was a no ball, but he got him again.
Yeah.
Same dismissal. So he has that potential as well. Even though that pace is not enough, but still it's enough to travel the batter. So Akashdeep will start off. And just for the sake of being, I love left-handers, so Khalil will start off. And I've not seen Avesh much in the in the red ball format. So yeah, Khalil will. These three will be my pacers.
So you have Khalil Ahmed, Prasidh Krishna, and Akashdeep as your 3 seamers for Team A. We will go with this under the leadership of Shubman Gill. We're done and dusted with the squad. What about the fixtures? Where do these players play? What are the fixtures? Let's take a look into it. Fixtures talking about it. Team A versus Team B. Then you have versus D, and then you have versus C. First match, it's at Bangalore. Then you move on to the other stadiums in Bangalore. So talk us through these opponents. How challenging would it be? You have gaps as well. In between, you have like 3 days, 4 days gaps. So that's good enough to have your second game as well.
Yeah, gaps are really important, and since being 4 day games, so it becomes more important as the body gets tired. So, rest and recovery is important. So yeah, great gaps. Coming to the game, I think it's at Chinnaswamy, the first one, iconic venue again. So, yeah, it will be a great game. Playing at an international venue, international exposure,
Yeah,
similar to with both sides, all the squads
yeah,
having international players in their ranks. So it will be a great exposure for the young players as well, like Tanush Kotian,
absolutely.
another off spinner, and something we are looking at once Ravi Ashwin decides to step
Yeah,
away. So I feel it's important, and after that, I think we are moving to Andhra Pradesh and Anantnag. The two is the
ab-
venue for the remaining games.
absolutely.
So yeah, hopefully the
Absolutely.
weather stays well.
We have Anandpur as well in the second games as well. So that's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. But in the first game, you have the leadership of Abhimanyu Ishwaran. Then you move on to Shreyas Iyer's leadership of Team D, and then you have Ruturaj Gaikwad's leadership of Team C as well. So good leaders, massive opportunity for Shubman Gill to step up against these players.
Yep, all of them. Unfortunately for Ishwaran, he has been around the squad but hasn't able to make it into the squad. The rest of them are future leaders, definitely. A year we have seen him winning the IPL. What he did for Delhi was something to watch out for. Rutu again has a great experience in captaincy in domestics. What he did for Tamil Nadu. So yeah, these are future leaders of Indian cricket team. Maybe we might see different captains in three different formats. This is just assumption. So yeah, there's a great battle
Could
to
be.
actually for the captaincy as well, because right now the Indian cricket is currently in a transitional phase. So whoever performs, he'll bear the fruits for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it will be an exciting battle.
Yeah, absolutely. It could be a very interesting battle to watch out for. Fixtures are done and dusted. What about the SWOT analysis about Team A? Let's take a look into it. Right, Deepu, I have got a couple of SWOT analysis. The strength for me is no doubt about the strong top order batting which Team A adds. Lack of off spinners, as we discussed, who will be after Ravi Ashwin steps about. It could be an opportunity for the likes of Tilak Verma, Rian Parag to roll with the red ball, a bit of off spin, which is missing out here. And the pace attack, as we said, five quality pacers. Yeah, it's difficult for you, and that is the strong point, the threat for Team A. Sum it up for me, please.
Yeah, the openers are strong, as you mentioned, with quality being there. Even the top three, if I include Shubman as well, as being the another opener, so he's there. Spinners, I feel they are a tad light, because once the game gets into the third day, or maybe in the second day as well, last session, the pitch will start to turn. So
Yeah,
if do they have that quality of spinners? Does Tanush Kotian have it in him to actually rule the roost, as they say, to actually get his name on the leaderboard? So the spin department is a little bit light, and Tilak Verma is not a regular bowler. He hasn't bowled much for India, or we haven't seen him bowl much for Mumbai
yeah,
Indians as well. So how he is going to take up the challenge, that is something to watch out for. So
absolutely.
how does the lack of spinner strategy will affect them? That's to be seen.
Absolutely, there is something really to watch out for. How Shubman Gill has a format, how makes his team. I love when he moves on to the Bangladesh series. I think if KL Rahul doesn't get selected for the series, and Shubman Gill, who will obviously get selected for the series, I think KL Rahul will be the next in captain for Team A to lead the remainder of the Duleep Trophy. Deepu.
Yeah, that's an obvious choice. An Indian player who has led the team previously as well, in absence of Rohit Sharma, and yeah, for Rohit Sharma only. in South Africa. He has left. He has led the team internationally. So yeah, he's definitely there as the another leader. Until
Yeah,
and unless there is a surprise coming up, but I don't see that coming up. So yeah, definitely it will be KL, and keeper captains are something which really excite me as well in the
correct.
domestic. So yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's a very, very good decider as well. So I would like to see how KL leads the team A in the red ball format. Let's see, take a look into the top five players to watch out for. Here are the five players to watch out for. According to me, I have gone with Shubman Gill, Riyan Parag, Tilak Verma, Kuldeep Yadav, and Avesh Khan. Yeah, my five players. Shubman Gill, obviously the captain, and the I have gone with him as an opener. Riyan Parag, exciting to see how he plays in red ball format. Similarly, Tilak Verma as the all-rounders. Kuldeep doesn't need an introduction. Like you said about Avesh Khan not being seeing him in the red ball format. Similarly, I haven't. So he could be a surprise package out.
Yeah, I'll make a little. I'll make a couple of tweaks here. Kuldeep, I
Yeah.
feel we have seen enough. He has proved himself in the England series and previously as well. I think it was at in the third test in Australia at Sydney, if I'm not wrong. Third or the fourth game, he took wickets in Australia as well. So I'll definitely not. He is expected to do well. So I'll rather put in a Tanush Kotian because I'm looking at a guy who can replace Ashwin and can bat a bit as well. We need off spinners, so he comes in. And Avesh, I've seen him bowl, but still I feel Akashdeep is more of an exciting prospect because once Mohammad Shami is done with his career, we need someone to complement Siraj. Given the fact that Jasprit Bumrah won't be playing test matches in India, it will take a toll on his body. We need to preserve him for overseas tours as well. So I feel Akashdeep is someone who can be the partner in crime with Siraj. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Akashdeep rather than Avesh.
Okay, Akashdeep rather than Avesh are the couple of changes you have made. We're done with the players to watch out for. What about the predicted playing 11 for Team A? Here is mine predicted playing 11. Let's have a look. Deepu, I've gone with my predicted playing 11. I stick to Shubman Gill as my opener alongside Mayank Agarwal. Tilak Verma at 3, KL Rahul at 4, Riyan at 5, Dhruv Jurel at 6, Shivam Dubey at 7. That makes a long batting order. Alongside, if you have to add Kuldeep Yadav at number 8. Then my three pacers, which I have all of them. I have Khalil, Akashdeep, and Avesh Khan. No Prasidh Krishna for me. What are your changes?
Yeah, just one change. For me, Prasid comes in for Avesh. Given the fact that if you look at the things, an international bowler is given more preference even in the domestics rather than someone who has only bowled in the white ball format for India and not as and hasn't played for the test side. So based on that biased thought, I feel Prasid is going to start ahead of Avesh until and unless there is a fitness or a health issue being there. And hopefully
Yeah.
it's not there with any of them, any of the teams, because all the players who are playing, some at some point of time they'll be an asset for the nation. So I feel it's important that all of it. But coming to the cricketing point, I feel Prasid will start ahead of Avesh.
Okay, so if Prasidh will start ahead of Avesh, you said about Shubman Gill batting at number 3. I have him as an opener. You're sticking to this. If you want him at number 3, who is your opener alongside Mayank Agarwal?
So if Gill bats at three, I would actually want Tilak Verma as an opener because
Wow,
a
lefty
lefty
righty.
being, yeah, lefty righty, being a lefty being an opener, and anyway, these left handers are clutch players. We have seen it domestically and the recent glimpse of international as well
Yeah.
in an unfortunate way. So I feel I feel that Tilak has that skill as well of opening as well. He can leave the ball well. So yeah, Tilak can be that opener.
Okay, so Tilak can be the opener. We have summed up playing 11 as well as the entire squad analysis of Team A, led by Shubman Gill. Thank you so much, Deepu. Thank you to all the viewers for watching this video. Duleep Trophy, Team A is done and dusted. 3 more teams to come in your way. Sit back and we will be there for you as well. Till then, don't forget to subscribe to the Fifth Umpire. Press the bell icon as well. Thank you so much and bye bye.